What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Rim Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from London, England, for Monday, July 24th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Warner Bros. Released a new poster for its upcoming superhero ensemble movie, The Justice League, on Saturday. The image, which features Ben Affleck as Batman, Eliza Miller as The Flash, Ray Fisher as Cyborg, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, was unveiled at the San Diego Comic-Con before the cast participated in a panel discussion about the film. The studio also shared the poster on social media with the message, "You can't save the world alone." The cast of #Justice League unites in Hall H today, #WBSDCC. Co-starring Henry Cavill, Willem Dafoe, Amy Adams, Jesse Eisenberg, and Diane Lane. The movie is set for release on November 17th. It was directed by Josh Whedon and Zack Snyder. In a related story, Ben Affleck says he has no intention of surrendering his role of Batman to another actor anytime soon. Affleck attended San Diego's Comic-Con this weekend, where new footage for his superhero ensemble movie, The Justice League, debuted on Saturday. He and his co-stars also participated in a panel discussion about the film with fans, ABC News reported. The actor told EW.com after the event, "My status remains what it always is. I've done the 2 movies. I've always intended on doing the 3rd if Warner Brothers wants to make it. Certainly, if the bat phone rings, I will answer." He says rumors claiming he won't appear as planned in the Batman stem from his decision not to direct the movie as well as starring in it. He says it's such a big job in terms of the stunts and the suits and the action and the character. Trying to do that and direct would probably be too much. Something could be compromised. I think it came off optically to the broader world like lack of interest or enthusiasm, when in fact, I love this character. Affleck will reprise his role of Batman in Justice League after previously playing him in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice and dropping by in a cameo in Suicide Squad. He says, "I love to do it as long as they'll have me. Eventually, it'll be somebody else, and I'm sure they'll get somebody great, but while I'm doing it, I'm going to do the best job I can and really appreciate how lucky I am." Pacific Rim Uprising released the first teaser Thursday featuring John Boyega and new Jaegers. The 25-year-old British actor appeared to pilot the Jaeger Gypsy Avenger as Jake Pentecost, the son of Stacker Pentecost, who was portrayed by Idris Elba in the first film. Uprising takes place in 2030, 10 years after the Battle of the Breach in the original movie. The film will follow Jake and his team as they use Jaegers, enormous robots, to defend cities against the kaijus, or giant monsters. The original Pacific Rim opened in theaters in July 2013 and earned $411 million at the box office. The movie was directed by Guillermo del Toro and starred Elba, Charlie Hunnam, and Rinko Kikuchi. Del Toro returned to produce Uprising with Stephen Dick Knight as director. Returning stars Kikuchi and Charlie Day will reprise Mako Mori and Dr. Newt Geisler, with newcomer Scott Eastwood as Nate Lambert, Jing Tyne as Luing Chao, and Kaylee Spaney as Amara. Pacific Rim Uprising opens in theaters February 2018. Warner Bros. Screened a 2.5-minute trailer for director Steven Spielberg's upcoming science fiction action adventure Ready Player One at San Diego's Comic-Con this weekend. The movie is based on Ernest Cline's novel of the same name, set for release on March 30th. It stars Tye Sheridan, Olivia Cooke, Ben Mendelsohn, T.J. Miller, Simon Pegg, and Mark Rylance. Cline and Zach Penn wrote the screenplay. A synopsis reads, the film is set in 2045, with the world on the brink of chaos and collapse, but the people have found salvation in the OASIS, an expansive virtual reality universe created by the brilliant and eccentric James Halliday. When Halliday dies, he leaves his immense fortune to the first person to find a digital Easter egg he has hidden somewhere in the OASIS, sparking a contest that grips the entire world. When an unlikely young hero named Wade Watts decides to join the contest, he is hurled into a breaking-neck, reality-bending treasure hunt through a fantastical universe of mystery, discovery, and danger. First trailer for Season 2 of Stranger Things has gotten nearly 3 million views since it was posted on YouTube Saturday. The sci-fi drama stars Winona Ryder, David Harbour, Finn Wolfhard, Millie Bobby Brown, Gaten Matrezano, Caleb McLaughlin, Natalia Dyer, Charlie Heaton, and Cara Buono. It will return with fresh episodes October 27th. The message accompanied this weekend's 3-minute preview, which featured Michael Jackson's hit song Thriller, including the creepy spoken-word prologue by Vincent Price. It's 1984, and the citizens of Hawkins, Indiana, are still reeling from the horrors of the Demogorgon and the secrets of Hawkins' lab. Will Byers has been rescued from the Upside Down, but a bigger, sinister entity still threatens those who survive. The clip also offered a glimpse of Brown's character Eleven, whose fate was unclear at the end of Season 1. Netflix has renewed Marvel's Iron Fist for a second season. Jeff Loeb, Marvel's head of television, announced the renewal Friday during the Marvel's Defenders panel at San Diego's Comic-Con. The Iron Fist synopsis explains 15 years after being presumed dead in a plane crash, Danny Rand mysteriously returns to New York City, determined to reclaim his birthright and family company. However, when a long-destined enemy rises in New York, this living weapon is forced to choose between his family's legacy and his duties as the Iron Fist. Played by Finn Jones, the character will be seen teaming up with his fellow heroes Dark Devil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage in the Netflix miniseries Marvel's The Defenders on August 18th. Season 1 of Iron Fist is streaming now. AMC unveiled a 5-minute trailer for Season 8 of The Walking Dead at San Diego's Comic-Con Friday. The preview, which also was posted on YouTube, started off with Jeffrey Dean Morgan's sadistic Negan telling Seth Gilliam's terrified father, Gabriel, "I hope you've got your blank pants on." When the cleric, alone and trapped with the hordes of flesh-eating monsters outside the door, seems confused and asks what, Negan clarifies with a sickening grin, "Your blank pants. I hope you're wearing them right now because you're about to blank your pants." The camera then cuts to favorite characters: Rick, played by Andrew Lincoln, Carl, played by Chandler Riggs, Carol, played by Melissa McBride, Tara, played by Alana Masterson, and Maggie, played by Lauren Cohen, appeared to wait for Negan's soldiers to attack. King Ezekiel, played by Carrie Payton, is also seen walking around his compound. Daryl, played by Norman Reedus, drinks out of a canteen while sitting on his motorcycle and watching walkers approach. Michonne, played by Dana Guerrera, and Rosita, played by Christian Cervantes, ride around in a car, and Enid, played by Catelyn Nakin, keeps watch at a wall. In addition, Rick, Maggie, and Ken Ezekiel make rousing speeches urging their followers to fight back against Negan and his minions so they can start rebuilding the world. The clip ends with the image of a walking stick leaning up against a wall and an older-looking Rick lying in bed with flowers on his nightstand. The zombie apocalypse drama is to return with fresh episodes on October 22nd. Comic book titan Stan Lee appeared in a promo for San Diego's Defenders shown at San Diego's Comic-Con. The upcoming Netflix drama will bring together characters from the TV shows Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. Starring Mark Coulter, Charlie Cox, Kristen Ritter, and Finn Jones. The miniseries is to begin streaming on August 18th. Lee said as he rides around New York City in the back of a car with his words interspersed with action scenes as featuring in the Defenders characters. They're the greatest stories ever told. Heroes show we don't need to be perfect to do what's right. It's not about living without fear, but facing injustice. It's not about being powerful, but finding your calling when you least expect it. Lee was recently honored as a Disney legend. His hand and footprints were also immortalized in cement outside the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood this week. He co-created the superheroes Spider-Man, the Hulk, Doctor Strange, the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Daredevil, Thor, the X-Men, and many others for Marvel. ABC unveiled a new 2-minute trailer for its upcoming series Marvel's Inhumans at San Diego's Comic-Con. The pilot episode of the superhero ensemble drama is to premiere at the IMAX Theater September 1st. It will air September 29th on ABC and will be followed by subsequent installments. This week's preview shows Ian Ryan as Maximus urging Anson Mount's Black Bolt, his sibling and king, to leave their home planet. Maximus warns brothers sooner or later the humans are going to find us. Their first course of action will be to try to destroy us. We need to go to Earth now. We need to strike first. American Horror Story co-creator Ryan Murphy has revealed the title for the 7th edition of his anthology series, American Horror Story Cult, Murphy tweeted Friday. He also announced earlier last week that Girls writer and star Lena Dunham would appear in the show, which is to start on the night of the 2016 U.S. presidential election, although winner Donald Trump and his opponent Hillary Clinton will not be characters played by actors on screen. Murphy said in May, Horror Story is always about allegory, so the election is allegory. It's our jump-off point. It's about the election we just went through and what happens on that night and the fallout of that night, which to many people from all sides of the camp is a horror story. And you know, that show is always so fun when it's about the zeitgeist, and we were trying to do that now. Other previously announced cast members include Billy Lord, Billy Eichner, Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Colton Haynes, Leslie Grossman, Adina Porter, and Cheyenne Jackson. Oscar-winning actress Whoopi Goldberg is lending her voice to Ursula the Sea Witch in Descendants 2. The TV movie mixes live action and animation and is set to premiere on the Disney Channel Friday night. It follows the children of numerous Disney villains, including Ursula's daughter Uma, played by China Ann McClain. The film co-stars Dove Cameron, Cameron Boyce, Boo Boo Stewart, Sophia Carson, and Mitchell Hope. Goldberg was recently honored as a Disney legend. She is also a longtime co-host of The View, which airs on ABC, a subsidiary of Disney, and she plays one of the hyenas in the cartoon classic The Lion King. Filming has begun in Manchester on the small-screen drama Safe, starring actor and Hodgkin's lymphoma survivor Michael C. Hall and Amanda Abbington. The 8-part series is to air on C8 in France and Netflix globally outside of France in 2018. The ensemble also includes Audrey Fleurot, Emmett J. Scanlan, and Marc Warren. The story centers on Hall's character Tom, a pediatric surgeon and single father of 2 teenage daughters who is struggling to deal with the loss of his wife from cancer more than 2 years before. Scanlan said in a statement, to tell the stories like these and to be surrounded by such talented people, it almost feels like I've gate-crashed a party, luck of the Irish it would seem. Warren added, at a Harlan-Coben storyline and getting to work with Michael C. Hall makes me very happy to work with the Red Production Company on Safe. Kensington Palace on Friday released a new portrait of Britain's Prince George to celebrate the young royal's 4th birthday this week. The royal household posted a photo of a smiling Prince George wearing a blue and white striped shirt on Twitter. The tweet says the Duke and Duchess are delighted to share a new official portrait of Prince George to mark His Royal Highness's 4th birthday tomorrow. Royal photographer Chris Jackson took the portrait at the end of June prior to the royal family's trip to Poland and Germany. Jackson said, I'm thrilled and honored that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have chosen to release this portrait to celebrate Prince George's 4th birthday. He's such a happy little boy and certainly injects some fun in the photo shoot. Prince George Alexander Louis's 4th birthday was Saturday. Britain's Prince Harry says he regrets the brevity of the last phone call he had with his mother, Princess Diana, the day she died. People magazine said Harry and his brother Prince William discussed the memory on ITV and HBO's documentary, Our Mother Diana, Her Life and Legacy. The program is scheduled to air on August 31st to coincide with the 20th anniversary of Diana's death in a Paris car crash at the age of 36. William and Harry, who were 15 and 12 respectively at the time, said they cut short the phone call with their mother because they were eager to go back to playing with their cousins at their grandmother's, the Queen's Scottish estate, Balmoral. Harry said in the TV special, and if I didn't know that was the last time I was going to speak to my mom, the things that I would say, the things I would have to say to her. Kensington Palace tweeted several rare private photos of the princes and their mother this weekend as well. The palace captioned the image. The Duke and Prince Harry are pleased to share 3 photographs from the personal photo albums of the late Princess Diana, Princess of Wales. Talk show host Jimmy Kimmel shared on social media an adorable photo of his smiling infant son Friday. The comedian tweeted, Billy is 3 months old and doing great. Thanks for the love and support. Please remind your congresspeople that every kid deserves the care he got. Kimmel's announced the baby's birth on Jimmy Kimmel Live in early May, but he quickly dissolved into tears as he described how his child needed a life-saving heart surgery just when he was 3 days old. A plane carrying the comedian Sinbad had diverted after it ran into a flock of birds, the comedian tweeted Saturday. He wrote, "Our plane hit a dozen birds on takeoff out of Jacksonville. We had to go back and land." A spokesperson for the Jacksonville International Airport confirmed to Action News Jax that the plane ran into a flock of birds at about 3,000 feet in the air moments after departing. Sinbad finished a show in Jacksonville, Florida, and was on his way to Tunica, Mississippi, for the next stop of his tour. But the plane diversion, along with the weather delay once a new flight was created, forced the comedian to cancel the Tunica show. He also adding a smiley face emoji, "Just before we get ready to board the new flight, a storm hit Jacksonville. Does God not want me to go to Mississippi? Want to apologize to everybody that bought tickets tonight's show at the Gold Strike in Tunica. My planes were hit by birds and storms." Sinbad ended up having a bad travel night. He wrote, "My jacked up travel day ended it started. Bird strike, missed flight, thunderstorm, missed flight, sit on runway, missed another flight. There were no injuries during the incident." Passing to a report, actor John Hearn has been found dead in a hotel in Palo Alto, California. He was 72. TMZ said paramedics and police were called to the hotel Friday, and the actor who portrayed the Home Alone dad and the Sopranos cop was pronounced dead on the scene. The cause of his death has not yet been determined. Heard reportedly underwent minor back surgery Wednesday at Stanford Medical Center and was staying at the hotel while he recovered. His film credits include Big, Beaches, Gladiator, After Hours, Cutter's Way, Awakenings, and The Pelican Brief. He is survived by his son Max and John and daughter Anika, Hollywood Life noted. Heard was 72. Linkin Park has announced it's canceling its upcoming shows following the death of last week of its lead singer Chester Bennington. The group's surviving musician said in a statement released via Live Nation Entertainment Friday, "We are incredibly saddened to hear about the passing of Chester Bennington. The Linkin Park One More Night North American tour has been canceled, and refunds are available at point of purchase. Our thoughts go out to all of those affected." Bennington's body was discovered before 9 a.m. Thursday at his residence in Palos Verdes estate in Los Angeles County. The Hollywood Reporter said that the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office confirmed Friday the 41-year-old rocker had hung himself from a bedroom door in his home. He had struggled with drug and alcohol abuse throughout his life, and a half-empty bottle of alcohol reportedly was found in the room. There was no evidence of drugs, however. American Idol Season 10 winner Scotty McCreery has issued a statement explaining the misdemeanor citation received for trying to bring a loaded handgun on an airplane last week. TMZ said that the 23-year-old singer was going through a security X-ray checkpoint at Raleigh-Durham International Airport in North Carolina when the black 9mm Smith & Wesson pistol and 2 boxes of bullets were spotted in his backpack. McCreery said in a statement to Us Weekly on Saturday, I have been carrying a concealed permit holder for a while now after being robbed at gunpoint in 2014, and I take gun safety very seriously. While I was in between tour dates last week, I went to go target shooting with a friend for a few days before an early flight out to my hometown of Raleigh-Durham Airport. Unfortunately, I did not realize that I left my pistol in my backpack until the TSA found it during the security X-ray screening and rightly confiscated it. McCreery said he has had his permit with him at the time of the incident. He says, so once they had checked everything out, they then released me to catch the next available flight. Great to know our airport security force is on the job. I have learned a lesson that I won't forget. And finally, the World War II movie Dunkirk is the #1 film in North America this weekend with $50.5 million receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in #2 is Girls Trip with $30.4 million, followed by Spider-Man Homecoming at #3 with $22 million, War for the Planet of the Apes at #4 with $20.4 million, and Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets at #5 with $17 million. Rounding up the top tier are Despicable Me at #3 at #6 with $12.7 million, Baby Driver at #7 with $6 million, The Big Sick at #8 with $5 million, Wonder Woman at #9 with $4.6 million, and Wish Upon at #10 with $2.5 million. And as your entertainment report for Monday, July 24th, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeart iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.